Raiders and the Chargers. The big news coming out of this one within the last 24 hours will be the absence of Jimmy Garoppolo. He'll miss the game. Aiden O'Connell gets the start here. So that's why you probably see that move right there on the game to 6. So I guess Hoyer was talked about. I think he was the kind of the backup, but O'Connell got rave reviews. Certainly, yeah, we could do. Don't forget the Liberty and the Sun, Ramon, right? I didn't mention it, but we'll have it up on the screen certainly and talk about it. May have a premium coming at you in that one as well. So, all right. So with O'Connell expected to get the start here for the Raiders, the Jimmy Garoppolo out, kind of sudden. I mean, the talk was earlier as the week grew, right? Terrell says that's a good move. So yeah, Garoppolo, we can only rely on his past history for so long, right? I mean, we talked about Jimmy G and his overall record is pretty great. I mean, he's 41-19 as a starter in the league, but how much of that now, looking back, has been maybe good teams, maybe Jimmy's already washed up. I don't know. I hope that that's more points for the Raiders, Terrell, because the Raiders haven't been scoring very many points with him, obviously. I think that's the comedy that you're trying to share there with us, and I'm laughing at it because that's funny. Because you figure Jimmy's scored 7. The Raiders have scored 17, 10, and 18 points. And who's to say they're going to get that much many more here against the Chargers? I kind of want to take the Raiders because now it seems like they'll be focused on protecting as much as they can here. Yeah, the Chargers can be explosive, but they can be a comedy also, right? They can't cover numbers very well. We know that. They're 9-20 in their last 29 games as a home favorite. They're garbage as a home favorite. And they don't do very well coming off a win over the last decade. They don't really do that much. So they did cover 4 of the 6 games at home in the division last year, and they won last week, despite losing the field position battle by a pretty, significant margin in this league. So last 3 times these teams have met, it stayed under the total. Will that be the case here today with the Raiders and their backup quarterback? I don't know. Maybe the kind of the thing is, right, like, let's start O'Connell. He looked that good in the preseason that there were fans out there that wanted to get him in. Let's see how it goes. We'll see. Raiders aren't very good coming off a loss, 10-15 against the spread last 25, and so I don't know. I do want to give the Raiders a chance here. Is the spread still 6.5? Let's take a look. It just seems like such a key. Like they don't want to go to 7 here today. But let me just at least take a look because I would think that word is already out certainly. But like I said, it was kind of late that that Garoppolo was officially ruled out of the game. Right now, 6.5, 48.5 is still this number. So, all right, Solo says go under here. Why not, right? But I don't know, with the Chargers at home, I'm supposed to be Mr. Under. I don't know. I'm going to end up taking the points. This is a pro football game after all, and against the Chargers, they can't cover like 2 or 3 points. You guys, how are they going to cover a touchdown? So, big news though is the quarterback situation. I think that's going to be what's going to be talked about on the shows today and all that. Raiders did play on Sunday night. Chargers have a bye next week. They're terrible going into the bye too. They are just garbage. I think they're 1-9 against the spread of their last 10 heading into their bye week. So they're not going to be. They tried to give it away in Minnesota. Minnesota's not any good. We know that. Chargers aren't going to beat anybody by a touchdown, are they? Even with a rookie quarterback that nobody's heard of. Now, I'm not saying that Aiden O'Connell is, the savior for the Raiders, but he's the man in this one, and we shall see. If he could get it done. Look, he's not Drew Brees, but the Raiders will go with him today. The rookie out of Purdue. All right, Herbert has 939 yards passing so far, 6 touchdowns and no interceptions. Remember, Mike Williams is out for the season with that injury, so they still got some weapons. Okay, I got the script here from Terrell. It's set at 6.5 to lure you into taking the charge. Well, they're not going to lure me in. Consider me unlured. Expect the public to say the Chargers should win by a touchdown at home. It's a trap. Well, heck, I'm not falling for any traps. I'm going to take I don't like to be in traps. I'm scared of traps, and I try to avoid traps whenever possible. I always hate the videos where the animal is trapped all right. We're taking the points, of course, here in this one with the Raiders and the rookie quarterback. Here, I'm not sure why it's just. I'm sure it's because of how he looked and everything. Like I said, Hoyer is the Raiders was kind of the backup coming in. Funny, kind of Garoppolo, Hoyer, right? In a way, it's All right, Raiders. 8 times in the red zone. They've only come away with 34 points so far this season. But man, Chargers is terrible as a home favorite. I can't do it. I've got to be on the Raiders here. This is my all-time matchup, by the way. I mean, Chargers and Raiders. A Raider fan as a kid because I didn't know any better, and a lifelong San Diegan that, until now, but that didn't realize you're supposed to root for the home team and the Raiders were, who they are. So I don't want to say anything bad about any Raiders here in this. I'll take the Raiders plus 6.5. The Patriots are going to take on the Cowboys in this one. And, we've got, kind of some news here as well with the Patriots and the Cowboys. But I think the news is, just a little bit different to a certain extent. It's not necessarily just not injury related necessarily, right? Here, I mean, we know that the Patriots are going to come in here with conservative, right? Just don't let it get out of hand. Look, I mean, they're getting 6 points. I mean, geez, you know what the game script here is for the Patriots. They're going to muck it up, try to keep it a low-scoring game, and that's going to lead to a cover. I mean, come on. The Cowboys aren't going to cover any spreads here against the Patriots, no matter what you think of Mac Jones. They'll be able to compete in this one, I'm sure. The Patriots, just 1-2 so far. I get it, but they did win last week. They never got into the red zone against the Jets. It should be noted here, and you're going up against a pretty good D. But Dallas, they only scored 13 points in their 5 trips into the red zone last week in the 28-16 loss after those 2 monster victories. So Dallas is about as good as they come as a favorite in the NFL right now. They are 19-8 over the last 2+ seasons as a favorite, and 11-5 against the spread their last 16 games as a home favorite. Also, Dallas is 8-1 against the spread, coming off of a loss. They've outgained their opponents so far 1,000 to 800 or so. So they've been pretty strong. Everything's looking good. They've +4 in the turnover department so far. But I'm not going to trust them to cover a number, not against the Patriots, and know at least how to get the spread here, I would think. Patriots 9-7 against the spread, off of a win in a non-conference game. I certainly want to take the points here. I do think, look, what's the total? Is it 43 right now? Gotta think it's going to be, the Patriots can initiate their dictating of the tempo here a little bit. Blake says go under, and this one, Cinna figure it out, says blow out. Blow out. No score first quarter for Cinna. And Solo says, give me Patriots on the money line. Oh, I have the wrong feed. I wanted the Nickelodeon feed. Oh, well, I'll just go with this. I mean, I'm on the show here. I can't put it up now. Okay, Terrell, thank you for that. He's got the Patriots over. He says Hoodie's going to open up the playbook now that the Cowboys have an injury to one of the best defensive players in the league. Cardinals and 49ers. You see what the NFL has done to us, folks, here with these 3 games, right? They're all at least a touchdown spread pretty much. Okay, the Chargers are 6, but I mean, that's a touchdown. 3 games, more blowouts. So, all right. Cardinals and 49ers here. Cardinals 0-3, or 3-0 against the spread so far in the first half, I should say. They get off to a great start. They've outscored opponents 54-20 in the first half. They've been outscored 47-18 in the second half. That seems pretty obvious what we should do here, right? I mean, take the 7.5, 8 points in the first half with the Cardinals. 14 points in a football game. I'm probably not going to pass them up. Okay, Cardinals can win. I mean, Niners can go out. How many points do the 49ers have scored? 30. 30 and 30, right? Have they scored 30 points in all 3 games so far? Exactly. I'm trying to think. I mean, I think they have. They've outscored their opponents 36-12 so far in the first half. That, if you can run, you can win. We know the Niners can run. Their trips to the 13 trips in the red zone, they've come away with 67 points. Niners 8-1 against the spread their last 9 games as a home favorite. We're laying 2 touchdowns here. Really, really tough to, Cardinals have shown that they are playing a little bit. Like I said, they're covering some numbers here and there. Cardinals 17-6-1 against the spread. Last 24 as a road underdog. 73%, 72.8%, whatever it is. So, Dobbs so far, no interceptions for Dobbs. Now, total game manager, we know that. Cardinals last 2 games, 6 TDs, and also 5 attempted field goals. I don't think they had a big miss. Ferner says 49ers first half and the over. Okay, I get it. Like I said, the Cardinals have outscored opponents 54-20 in the first half so far. Granted, these are the 49ers, the best team in the league. Solo says lay it. Jim likes the over. Hi, Jim. Nice to see you. No, Mindy's got her own show now. Yeah. All right, you guys. Thinking this one, I think I'm making it clear that I'm probably just going to take the points. Cinna Figured Out says, have you seen the stat where if a team goes 0-3, they have a very low percentage of making it to the Super Bowl? I think that's what Cinna Figured Out says. Have you seen the stat to where a team is 0-3 at the beginning of the season, they have a high percentage chance to go to the Super Bowl? Yeah, I know what you mean. Low percentage chance. 0-3 team, they don't go. They don't even make 0-3 is like you're 0-3, you're done pretty much in this league. So some of these teams, or were you been saying 3-0? Because that's where the Niners are headed right now, is to the bowl, as far as I'm concerned. Long way to go. We'll see. Got to stay healthy. We know that. So far, road teams, I mentioned it on the show earlier in some other, uh, division games so far this season. Road division dogs, 10-5 against the spread, and that's what you have here. Look, here's the thing: the Cardinals are 5-1-1 against the spread on the road against the 49ers their last 7 games. So give me 2 touchdowns, of course. I don't think I'm ever passing. These are professional athletes. They're not, some high school rank outfit out. Well, maybe they are for the Cardinals, but these are spots you kind of like. They'll maybe, the blowouts are the ones you don't see coming, right? The ones that, where the team knows, everybody knows they're in there. Thank you, Ferner. Like it, smash it. Here we go. One more game tonight. They're underway here in Wembley Stadium. Talk about mucking it up. Looks like they're playing on a shag carpet. I mean, how are they going to score any points in this one? All right, here's the Chiefs and the Jets. And, big news, obviously, in this one. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's been following this story now ever since it happened. And, it's just been something that's on the minds of everyone, how things will turn out. How will this play out for Travis Kelce? Yep, I said it. That's the big story. It's not the Jets quarterbacking situation. Will Taylor Swift's appearance be a distraction? I'm serious. Of course not. If you got the biggest pop star in the world, you're going to have a huge game here. Come on. Well, probably going to take the points at home, of course, and find a way. The problem I have with the Jets and the whole situation with Wilson, right, is it looks like you've given up. Okay. If the Jets aren't going to, make the move, it just seems like, you're saying the right things. You want Wilson to be, we're excited for Wilson. But it's just not working out. And how long do you take? How long does it take for something to work out? So the Chiefs actually should come in and end up blowing these guys out. Now it's tough not to take points at home here with the Jets. I mean, I'm probably going to have to. How can I not? Of someone like me. 9 points, maybe I'll buy it up. I'll buy it up to 10. I'll buy some 10.5 on the show here. I'm probably just going to take the 9. That's all I can do. The Jets have, let's remember, here's why the game gets out of hand. If the Jets defense doesn't make any mistakes, they can hold the Chiefs down. They can try to make it a low-scoring game and then get that money. But if Wilson throws some pick and, which is entirely possible, obviously, that's where the scoring could come in and start to get lopsided a little bit. Now, the last 2 games, the Chiefs have allowed just 1 touchdown in 21 drives. The Chiefs, 10-13 against the spread. Last 23 as a road favorite. 11 times in the red zone so far this year. They've come away with a ton of points, basically 69 points in all. So they did have a problem with penalties early on, but the Chiefs cleaned it up there last week. They only had 3 penalties. Chiefs 15-23 against the spread, last 39 coming off a win. They're usually favored by too many points no matter what, even if the other team has the worst quarterback in the league. All right. Jets so far, 30-10 in that game last week. And look, Jets, they try running. They have to try to run. See if you guys got some more comments here. So you guys are talking about it. I'm trying to make it a little funny there with I don't think I had hopes for Kelsey and Swift, but I don't see it. I think they'll just have fun. This isn't going to be a long term situation. We know how it is with uh, Taylor, right? All right. Right, Blake, if anything, we saw him already get the touchdown. That was already the easiest ATD. And the books, why give money away? I mean, I'd give the lowest price possible. I'm gonna take the Jets plus the points here in this one, plus 9. I don't care. I do care, but I mean, pro football game. They know who the quarterback is. Come on. Jets have gone 8-10 to the under in their last 10 home games. So under Salah, they are 6-10 against the spread as a home dog, and they've been nearly out gained 2-1 in their last 2 games. Have the Jets. So the Chiefs are playing great defense. They've held opponents so far to 12 of 39 on third down so far this season. First time for Mahomes to come to the Meadowlands here. So looks like Mike's got it 38-17 in favor of the. Oh, I don't know what game he's talking about here. Well, might be a different game there. All right, Jets for me. I'm taking points, of course, here in the National Football League. I'm not gonna. I imagine the Chiefs could roll here. Of course, they could roll, but they just don't seem to have that overpowering killer instinct that really gets it done. As far as when they are big favorites, right? They'll get you done when they're the home favorite, slight home favorite against good teams type of thing. When you're expecting the big blowout, I don't want it. I want the points at home with the Jets. That's the way I am. I couldn't give you a lot of stats on it, right? Necessarily for the role. Nathan's got it right. Oh yeah, it's gonna. No one's questioning the Jets' defense, right? At this point, I mean they're the unit that has to try to keep them in the game and try to help them earn that field position. So that's why it sucks if you go out there and Wilson's out there throwing picks or something bad is happening to give them field position that ruins the defense's great effort. So 4 plays today in the NFL. Check out the other games here. Okay, touch on a few baseball games here, and then that WNBA game. We'll get out of here. I want to watch some of this Toy Story football. I'm on the wrong channel right now. I'm on regular football. Watch enough regular football games. Let me see some slime. Although they're not doing slime in this one. Anybody watching the Toy Story? Right? Is it like superimposed Toy Story characters on the players? What's going on with that? Can anybody tell me? I'm missing it.